Welcome to Sovereign in Specie.
They can't stop us, let them try. For heavy metal we will die.
Quit my job this morning, said forever I would hold my head up high. Cause I need metal in my life, just like an eagle needs to fly. So I walked outside into the street. From the hall I heard thunder and screams. I walked inside so I could hear, and the guy beside me gave me a beer. He had his fist up in the air and called me brother, said my friends are over there. They're the truest of the true. And in that very moment, I was born again like you. They said, hold your head up high, raise your fist up in the air, play metal louder than hell, louder than hell.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Sovereign in Specie. We are the sovereign, we are the people, and I want to describe some of that to you today. But first, I just had to show off these pieces. I have a new silver shield. Got the canvas round. Got the legalize it round. I ordered a random silver shield, and they sent me the legalize it round. So that's pretty cool. I was like, hey, can I have a random silver shield, 1 ounce of silver, please? Golden State Mint. And they said, blaze it, bro. Lovely. Legalizer nature. I guess that's French for legalize it. I don't know. Pretty cool. Nice job, silver shield. Trying to give the people what they want. We've got the silver shield from Golden State Mint. Random. Very random, I swear. Very random. We have another piece from the Mexican Mint. This is my dos pesos. I now have cuatros pesos. I would almost leave it in here. I love this little thing that they sent it in. This is Hero Bullion. Hero Bullion, everyone. Thank you, Hero. But I'm going to rip your little bag. Very nice, but I'm going to rip it. What year is it? Oh, it's a 45, huh? Love the Dos Pesos. Probably going to keep on stacking them. Especially if I can get them from Hero Bullion, who doesn't charge me tax. Let's get that out of there. Now, I wanted to use this piece to talk a little bit about something. The Dos Pesos is 9 fine. We've discussed this on this channel already. 9 fine. The Gold Eagle is 9167 fine at 22 karat. 9 fine would be 21.6. So 21.6 carat is 9 fine. 22 carat is 9167 fine. This is the millesimal system. 3 nines out of 1,000 is considered pure. 3 nines out of 1,000 is considered pure. Like most of these pieces up here are 24 karat quote-unquote pure gold. 9 is fine. Oh, that was cool. Anything under 9 is considered alloy gold. This is constitutional silver, aka junk silver, even though these pieces we wouldn't call that. They're more of numismatic collectible older pieces. We do often call constitutional junk silver, especially when it's heavily worn. But really, junk silver or constitutional or 90% silver is fine silver. It's 90%. It's 9 fine silver. Moving on here, we've got our kookaburras, and I had to add a kookaburra from eBay to the stack. So, thank you, eBay seller. Very nice. So nice it almost looks fake, but I've seen a fake kookaburra, and I've seen a few real ones, and I'm quite certain this is the real deal. I was inspired to talk about all of this by the way bullion coins say two different things on them. They say, oh, this isn't a bullion coin, what am I doing? Bullion coins say multiple things on them. Bullion coins say $1, but they also say 1 ounce fine silver. They say United States of America, but they also say 1 ounce fine silver. That's a weight and a fineness, a purity. Here we go. A privately minted coin. It's got what it is on there. It's not $1, it's a mountain chicken. Wait, do they have dollars? Yeah, $2. So this is $2 for Dominica. Dominica 2022. $2 for Dominica, minted by who? Well, it's minted by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. That's the official mint. But you see, Scottsdale produced these. Scottsdale struck these coins for the Eastern Caribbean Mint, or the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Mint, and then the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank sold them as the issuing authority of coinage for Dominica. They say 1 ounce, 999 silver, but they're also telling you, we're giving you this as a sovereign coin. What does that mean? Britannia 10th will be a good one. So the Britannia 10th says Britannia 2023 1/10 ounce 4 nines fine gold. But then on this side it says Charles III DG Rex FD 10 pounds. What does that mean? DG Rex FD. DG Rex FD 10 pounds. So Dea Gracia means by the grace of God, Rex, king. By the grace of God, king, defender of the faith, fidei defensor. By the grace of God, king, defender of the faith, Charles III, 10 pounds. That's telling you who the sovereign is. That's telling you who the authority is. Now, here it is technically the leader of the Commonwealth, the monarch, but the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is really telling you who the issuing authority is. So when you see on the American Silver Eagle, Liberty, in God we trust, e pluribus unum, United States of America, $1. What that is saying is, we the people who hold in a trust with God, we the people who hold our liberty in a trust with God as one out of many, claim that we are the United States of America, and this is $1 made of the bullion, the boiling silver that is 1 ounce fine silver. So, that's beautiful if you ask me, but here's the bastardization. Here we've got United States of America. Now, we do have the In God We Trust. United States of America, In God We Trust, E Pluribus Unum, $1. So the back of it here is fairly correct. United States of America, In God We Trust, E Pluribus Unum, $1. I don't know, what's this supposed to say? Half a gram paper? Half a gram wood pulp? What is this supposed to say for its fineness and purity? It's not that. It is a note. It's just a note. It's just a unit of information with a serial number. Now, it does have a mint mark. There are 12 of these Federal Reserve banks where they print them. It does have a mint mark, a printage mark. It has a year, a mint mark, a serial number, which is interesting because that's kind of like a private bullion. Like private bars often will have serial numbers, so that's interesting. They're trying to give you some form of legitimacy. They're trying to give you something you can trust here. Legal tender for all debts public and private. Legal tender. Federal Reserve note. Now here's where it gets interesting. Treasurer. So this is the officer who holds office of the Treasurer of the United States and his officer that is the Secretary of the Treasury. This is our Federal Treasury Department. This is we the people's treasury. And these are the officers who fill those offices. Now they've signed over to the Federal Reserve, which kind of that's like its own bank, right? That's kind of like the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, or that's kind of like a private mint or something, like some sort of issuing monetary authority. It's interesting, these don't have to say Federal Reserve. Because what does the Federal Reserve have that it could possibly sell like this? Could it sell something? So, Federal Reserve note. It has the United States of America. It has the denomination $1. It has In God We Trust, E Pluribus Unum. Which, yeah, it's got all this over here too. And we Chaptus or Captus or whatever. Novus Ordo Secularum. By his will we achieve or whatever, and a new world order. But really what's important here is the E Pluribus Unum, we the people, and In God We Trust. That's the confirming, that's what tells you this is sovereign. And who's sovereign? Who's the sovereign? We, the people who hold that trust of our liberty in God. That's the sovereign issuing authority. But they're treating us like we're just the country, the United States of America. We're just that. That's who it's for. That's the public. That's us. And the Federal Reserve is the one issuing it. And they got a serial number here so they can print that on out to a billion and infinity. And they got a mint mark and a serial number so you trust it. And signatures from these officers in our treasury. Traders. Yeah. So that's a disgusting little piece of education I wanted to give everyone. One more time, the Silver Eagle only has the date, the proclamation that it is a United States of America specie, the denomination of $1 after the tradition of the flowing hair dollar and the pillar dollar, the Spanish milled dollar. But E Pluribus Unum, many of us as one hold in trust with God our liberty. That's the sovereign, we the people. We the people are the sovereign issuing authority of this coin. Don't get it twisted. It ain't the Federal Reserve. It ain't the Treasury. We are the Treasury. Like Charles The officer of the Crown Administration, the head of Parliament, and the monarch of the United Kingdom is the true sovereign authority that issues coinage. We, the people, are the true sovereign authority that issues coinage in this nation. But we've allowed it to get out of control. We're letting our treasurers sign away our rights to be printed into infinity, sign away our wealth to be printed into infinity on these little notes. So anyway, everyone have a great day. I hope this has inspired you to go out there and get some at least 9 fine gold, like the dos pesos, or maybe some silver. We are seeing a little bit of a price dip. I didn't even have to look at the news to know what happened. I just had to look at the charts. So everyone have a great day. This has been Sovereign in Specie. Sovereign in Specie.